Welcome to this session where we're going to explore the Diversity at Sea pilot, where we had the ambition of exploring how can we make life at sea more inclusive and attractive to women and to everyone else working at sea, with the overall purpose also of addressing the gender imbalance at sea, where we currently have close to just 1% women working at sea. And I'm here with Captain Menon, who was captain on board is captain on board the Southern Reverence, and who was is part of the pilot project, where there are 7 women on board the Southern Reverence, out of a total crew of 23, which is astonishing when you know that there's only 1% women in general. So thank you very much for joining, and welcome to you, Captain Menon.
I'm Captain Radhika Menon. I'm from India. I'm India's first female merchant navy captain and also first Indian woman to command a foreign-owned ship. And I have been the first one to receive IMO Award for Exceptional Bravery at Sea 2016. And I've been the co-founder of International Women Seafarers Foundation to promote women into shipping, and have played a vital role in drafting of guidelines for conducive work atmosphere for women on board, which came out through DG Shipping, Government of India, notice number 7 of 2019, and also have contributed to the gender sensitization material for the training purpose. And I have played my part in Maritime Union of India 10 years, and then I've been with Human Rights Kerala Women's Cell, and due to all these activities of mine, I've been 2-time President of India Award winner. And
just a brief introduction as to what the Diversity at Sea pilot is. So within the pilot project, we started out seeing that it's a huge challenge for many women working at sea. We wanted to better understand what those challenges were. So we interviewed 115 women and identified 15 key pain points, as you can see on the screen. With these 15 pain points, we wanted to find out how can we not only address these key points, but also find ways to build on those and learn what good looks like. How can we make life at sea not only inclusive, but also really attractive by being able to address these 15 pain points? So we worked together with all of the companies involved to co-design solutions to address these pain points. And we sort of co-designed what looks now as sort of and we co-designed upwards of 60 different ideas, and some of them we tested out in the pilot, focusing on how to address sexual misconduct, abuse, harassment, but also how to make it easier for women to succeed at sea, and how to address the challenging social relations at sea. 12 companies agreed to join the pilot. You can see them on the screen here, and have been sort of providing data from life at sea. All the seafarers involved have been answering questions on a daily basis, so we've been learning a lot. We are not done yet, but we have stopped collecting data as of now, and look very much forward to be able to produce the guidelines and recommendations in the beginning of next year. But what we want to do in this session is focus in on some of the learnings from one of the vessels, the Southern Reference. As part of your crew, you were a total of 4 women on board?
no, we were 7.
You were fact. 7 women.
7.
Yeah. And one of the things that came out really strongly is that everyone on board, and especially the women, felt really safe from abuse, from harassment. What did you do? What are the measures you have done on board the Southern Reverence to make them feel so safe from sexual abuse and from harassment and bullying in general on board your vessel?
Yes, actually, first of all, I would like to say Synergy has put in a lot of efforts in the direction of diversity, and they have been the leaders in advocating diversity into maritime field. So that one thing is there. The second thing which backed up was your pilot project, and thirdly, like my experience in the maritime industry from 91 to today. That is because I've been like, my insight into this field regarding the plus the challenges that you can face, so all put together. So we have a proper system to tackle issues that arise from putting two genders together, and then we make them feel home, and everybody cooperated on the ship, and we were able to actually bring them up to what we expect them in the rank. So it was a good effort by the entire team.
Thank you, thank you. And another thing, with the crew on board your vessel and the 11 other vessels involved, we asked a lot of questions as to different topics, and one of them were how, how satisfied are you with the way communication takes place, which is an important part of inclusive leadership, how problems are being solved, and how they receive feedback from their supervisors. And again, we could see that on board your Synergy vessel, the score was really high. They were overall very satisfied with how they received feedback and how the communication overall was very open and inclusive on board. Can you say a bit as to what did you do to make that
I
work
didn't
so
do
well?
anything special as such. The thing is that normally I try to foster inclusive, positive connections with all my ship staff. So in that effort, what I have understood, what normally I do is, other than their work aspect, what the general well-being aspects I cover, like we have regular sessions of meeting. I was on a very hectic ship, actually, very short run, but I had leaders who would coordinate games and things at regular interval. So everybody meets in a common place daily, and then you can find out the sad one there. Like, if anybody has an issue or something, then slowly through the proper hierarchy, through the proper department, what is it? Like, is it well-being, or is it the professional part that is pinching? We find out, and then we try to get them together and more closer. So they were feeling like, yes, this is like our home, something like that.
Yeah. And it's one of the big challenges we see at sea, that loneliness and challenging social relations on board is a huge challenge and pain point. We saw that in the interviews before, and it has been really encouraging to see that with the social activities on board, at least sort of on a scale between 1 to 10, people on average score that 9.5 on board. So
Yeah, I
clearly
want to
you've
add
succeeded
also,
with
like increasing bonding, but I had certain limitation because there are only few people on board. So there was a slight code of conduct for men and women, so that we don't enter into complications where I don't want to state beyond this complications. So everybody has a healthy bonding and things like that. And then the girls who come into the profession, like ratings. I've also sailed with ratings on Synergy ship. So ratings were also there, officers were also there. So I helped them to come up to their role and own their role entirely, so that they become a strong link of the team, and they are looked upon, and they have the confidence. And the girls have to develop that self-respect moral to say what is an or to understand what is a no. Something.
So when to say yes and when to say no sometimes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. A final question. One of the things that we have also learned is the importance of having someone to reach out to on shore, so mentors set up. And we can see again, this was something that was very much appreciated by the crew on board your vessel, that they had someone on shore. What system did you have, or do you have in place for mentoring from shore?
In Synergy, when a lady is selected to go on board, they are mentored ashore, and then they come on board, and then they are in touch with the shore, and then they have all those freedom to call up that particular person when they are on the ship. And then they landed on board. So I've been a constant mentor for them also. So they were on a ship with me. And anytime they can give the feedback to the office or to me, or they can come to anyone. Like, so it was more a secure thing. And then we have a system to, as I said earlier, we have a system to address concerns arising from putting two genders together. So all this together. Basically, lady looks for security against harassment and things like that.
Yeah. So it's a good way to keep sexual misconduct in check, but also general, just sort of unprofessional behavior is handled through this zero tolerance policy. Thank you very much.
Then regularly discussing with the team what is right and what is wrong. Like, we have meetings of top 4 every day for the work purpose. So after that finish, I have a general friendly talks with all the top 4. Like, how's it going with whom, like how the person is performing, or is the
so also the other non-work related
things also come together. So then keep it at the back of the mind and looking for an opportunity as to when to tackle it, or if it is a concern which will come up immediately, then only take action. In fact, you should tell the girl how to identify her problem. A girl should know whether that's a problem or not.
What is okay and what is certainly not okay.
So I used to get the girls into my cabin when I feel like I have to talk to. Tell that this is going this way. So watch out.
So that they know that you take care of them.
Something like that.
So let me say a big thank you to you, Captain Menon, for not only being part of the pilot, but also for joining us here today. It's been a pleasure, and I've enjoyed working with you, and hopefully we'll get to work more closely together in the future. Thank you very much.
Sure, and I am also expressing my gratitude for having been given an opportunity to be a part of the pilot vessel and diversity at sea. Thank you.
Thank you.